Hey folks, how you doing? We're again with Curio Mechanics. Today's video we're going to be talking a little bit about the software slowdown trend and why things that run more powerful than ever feel like they're slower than ever. I'm also trying out a new microphone, so feel free to let me know what you think of the audio. But here we go. Have you ever noticed how your phone has more computing power than the machines that sent humans to the moon? And yet it still freezes when you try to open your photos? Or how your brand new liquid-cooled RGB-infused gaming PC boots up slower than a 1998 ThinkPad running Windows XP on a hamster wheel? Yeah, today we're talking about why everything feels slower even though our devices are objectively faster than ever. And yes, I will be gently roasting Windows 11, because honestly at this point it feels less like an operating system and more like a needy roommate who keeps interrupting you to ask if you've considered switching to Microsoft Edge. Let's start with the good news. Your devices are faster, like absurdly faster. Modern CPUs can perform trillions of operations per second. GPUs can simulate entire universes. Your phone has more RAM than your first laptop had storage. If you took a modern smartphone back to 1970, it would be classified as a weapon, a miracle, or possibly a small angry god. So why does it feel like everything is slower? Because, and here's the twist, speed doesn't matter if everything around it is bloated, over-engineered, and constantly phoning home like a teenager who just crashed a family car. Let's talk about software bloat. The digital equivalent of packing for a weekend trip and somehow ending up with 3 suitcases, a duffel bag, and a kayak. Back in the early days of computing, programs were tiny, like adorably tiny. The entire original Doom game was about 2.4 megabytes. Today, the average mobile app is larger than that just to display its splash screen. And modern AAA games, they're pushing 1 to 200 gigabytes. To put that into perspective, if each gigabyte were an elephant, you could fit about 25 elephants in a semi-truck. So a 200 gigabyte game is like trying to crab 5,000 elephants into your living room and then wondering why the floorboards are screaming. Software has grown faster than hardware can keep up with. Not because it needs to, but because developers rely on layer after layer of frameworks, engines, libraries, and abstraction. Which brings us to the next phase. Abstraction layers, the lasagna of slowness. Modern software is built like a lasagna, a delicious, steaming, multi-layered lasagna of inefficiency. You've got the hardware layer, the firmware layer, the OS layer, the runtime layer, the framework layer, the app layer, then we added this because marketing said so later. Every time you click something, your request has to travel through this entire stack like a tourist trying to navigate an airport with 14 security checkpoints. And each layer adds overhead. This is why a simple action like open the settings menu can feel like you're asking your computer to solve world peace. Now let's talk about Windows 11. The operating system that somehow manages to feel both futuristic and sluggish at the same time. Windows 11 is like a personal assistant who keeps interrupting. Hey, I noticed you're trying to open a file. Would you like to do that in OneDrive? No. Are you sure you don't want to use OneDrive? Yes. Okay, but what about Microsoft Edge? No! Okay, but I'm going to open Edge anyway. Between constant telemetry, background services, ads disguised as system notifications, widgets you didn't ask for, and the entire operating system trying to sell you a subscription like a digital Girl Scout, it's no wonder things feel slow. Your computer isn't underperforming. It's just busy doing everything except what you asked it to do. Here's something most people don't realize. Almost every app you use is constantly talking to a server somewhere. Checking for updates, syncing data, sending analytics, downloading ads, uploading logs, asking the cloud for permission to exist. Even opening a simple app can trigger dozens of network requests. And what if your internet hiccups? Your app freezes like a deer in the headlights because it can't remember how to function without its cloud-based emotional support server. This is why older offline software felt snappier. It wasn't waiting for a round trip to a data center in Ohio just to load a menu. Another reason everything feels slower is that modern apps try to do everything. Your photo app is also a video editor. Your messaging app is also a payment processor. Your browser is also a gaming platform, a PDF reader, a crypto wallet, and a toaster oven. Every feature adds complexity. Every complexity adds delay. We've traded simplicity for convenience, and convenience for chaos. So is there hope? Absolutely. Despite all this, there are ways to make your devices feel faster. Use lightweight apps when possible. Disable unnecessary startup programs. Turn off telemetry where you can. Avoid apps that require constant cloud access. And maybe, just maybe, considering an operating system that doesn't treat you like a walking subscription opportunity. But the bigger takeaway is this. Our devices aren't slow. Our software is just doing too much. We've built a world where everything is connected, everything is tracked, everything is synced, and everything is wrapped in 14 layers of abstraction. And sometimes all we want for our computer to open a folder without having an existential crisis. So that's it. If you enjoyed this deep dive into why your computer feels like a potato, hit the like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. What's the slowest, fast device you've ever owned? Thanks for watching. May your apps be light, your OS be quiet, and your elephants stay out of your living room. And most of all, I hope you enjoy your day.